What's good, Blaster Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jared, and y'all, I kind of want to talk to you guys about um, this whole thing about growing up growing up with a single mother. Now, a lot of y'all ladies don't realize that when you have a son that grows up without a single mother, well, with a single mother and without a father, that puts him into a position of where he's not going to be a very capable man when it comes to doing stuff for himself. Now, why am I specifically talking about this? And the reason why I'm talking about this is because a lot of y'all ladies are talking about y'all can raise a boy to be a man. But the problem is a lot of y'all don't realize what men actually have to go through, especially when it comes to living in the United States as a black boy. Y'all thinking that y'all understand everything that men go through, y'all really don't. Y'all don't see any of the effects that young black men have to go through. So let's keep it a buck. Y'all think that being a man is easy. It's not. Y'all think that you understand exactly what boys have to go through. You don't. Men have to be taught how to lead, how to provide, how to even be a man in this world. We can't run off of our emotions like a lot of women can. The way that we make decisions based upon what we believe is the best course of action. And that requires logic, not emotion. A lot of women run on emotion, not logic. And the problem is every day we're seeing that very results when it comes to how men hold themselves. One thing about this is that men need other men to teach them what they have to do as a man. And quite frankly, women don't even understand how to be women. We're going to keep it a buck. That aggressive, masculine attitude that a lot of women have, to a man, if you have an aggressive attitude towards another man, that could potentially get you deleted or potentially get your behind whooped. It's not going to end like you think it's going to end. There's a lot of young black men running around here emotional, don't understand how to control their emotions, don't understand how to regulate their emotions, don't even understand how to have conflict resolution skills. They run based upon their emotions, and they run rampant and act insane. And then we're walking around here acting like, why are there so many emotional black men? They were not raised with a father. See, what happens in the home with a father is that father will instill order, will instill correction, will instill skills and life lessons into that boy so that he can grow up to be a man that can make better decisions that will lead him down a prosperous path. There are rare cases where that happens with a single mother, but for the majority, it does not happen. And I've said it before. I grew up with a single mother until I was 11, when my stepdad came into the picture. After my stepdad came into the picture, my life started changing. I would hate to see what my life would have been if I didn't have my stepdad. And the problem is, a lot of boys don't get that. But I'm going to say this. A lot of these mothers do not allow the men to discipline their children because their children needs discipline, especially if they do not have a father in their home. If you have, let me explain something. If you have a man in the household that's there watching after your children, and you can tell that he's a man that's actually knowledgeable and actually wise beyond his years, you need to step back and allow that man to discipline your sons and your daughters. We have too many people in the black community running around here acting insane, acting crazy, doing all the most craziest stuff around here, deleting other brothers, doing crimes, doing all sorts of insane things around this community. And then we're constantly, when one of them gets deleted, we're constantly like, oh my God, he shouldn't have got taken. He was too young. No. There needs to be some type of correction that goes on in this community. And quite frankly, women are going to have to step back and allow black men to take the place that they need to be taken. Because if you want me to be completely honest here, it's the black woman that's keeping a lot of this stuff going. A lot of this buffoonery going on in the community. When you constantly keeping black men out of the community because your feelings about some black men that you've dealt with in the past, that creates a problem. That creates unaccountability in the boys and the girls before they grow up. If you got an unaccountable black boy running around here acting insane and he grows to be an unaccountable black man, then you gonna be running around here talking about, oh, these brothers ain't ish. These ninjas ain't ish. And then you're angry because you raised him and you want to sit there and blame other brothers for your mistakes. It's time out for that. Young black boys need a father in the household. Young black girls need a father in the household. And the problem is, a lot of y'all don't want to accept the fact that y'all cannot raise your kids by yourself without a man in the house to instill values and instill discipline in them. You don't want to take the responsibility of your failures to find a adequate father to actually teach them. And then you get angry because that boy turns out to be ain't-ish, or that girl turns out to be a streetwalker at night. You get mad at the brothers when it's your teachers that led them down that path. Anyways, that's all I had to say. Anyways, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast on Spotify. Come up and see you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.